hello and goodbye. My husband and I are moving to be a bit closer to his new job, which happens to be on the other side of the world. At 30 years old, we've cleared out the apartment we lived in for a decade, said goodbye to friends and family and loved ones, and in a true step out in faith, are starting a new chapter here in Hong Kong. Let's go somewhere a little quieter. I know this move choice seems a bit random. It does to us too. Neither of us speak Cantonese, though Darren does have a bit of basic Mandarin under his belt. Neither of us have ties to East Asia, and the only time we've been to Hong Kong was 6 years ago for our honeymoon for only 2 days, and one of those days was spent at Disneyland. But the truth is, we were both getting a little restless in Vancouver, and we had been talking about moving abroad for a while, especially as Darren was getting IB certified in his teaching program, which would make it easier for him to teach at international schools abroad. But we mostly just envisioned moving to Ghana, where my mom's side of the family is from, or Portugal, which we visited last year and fell in love with. But then when a job opportunity in Hong Kong opened up and Darren asked me what I thought, I was in instant, why not? And that same evening, after I embarked on a research spiral that began with me going to Google Flights and typing in anywhere from Hong Kong, I moved from a why not to a heck yes. In all honesty though, potential travel locations aside, Hong Kong didn't feel super intimidating as our first move abroad. You can get around easy enough with English, and the landscape actually feels really familiar to Vancouver. The combination of city life and nature, and especially being able to see both the mountains and the ocean in the same view, reminded me a lot of home. And so Darren applied, interviewed, and was offered the job, I think, within the course of a week or so. And we took 2 days over the weekend to think about it, and then accepted. And from there, many months were spent in limbo as we waited for paperwork to get sorted, Darren to finish his teaching program, and for visas to come in. Which is why I kept things so quiet until we officially set foot here. Nothing felt quite real before then. In my mind, there were just so many moments and roadblocks that could cause everything to fall through. We gave our notice at our apartment at the last possible minute, and even then we waited till the last couple weeks to even begin clearing out our apartment and trying to sell our stuff. But now, here we are, excitedly saying hello to this new chapter while navigating the bittersweet goodbyes to the last. We're now focused on apartment hunting, which has been quite the learning experience, and hoping to set up a new home, find a community, and figure out what it's like to live in this new climate. And I'm hoping to share all of it with you. I will also be rewinding the clock back a little bit to share how we closed out the last chapter of our life, what it looked like to downsize our apartment into 7 bags and say our goodbyes. So stick around and stay tuned for this next adventure.